everyone. I wanted to respond to something that I got asked recently by one of my clients. She asked me to help her define her hair type. And she's like, am I A, am I B, am I 1, 2, 3? And I knew what she was talking about because I've seen that scale used before. But I think she didn't really know how to take my response, because my response to that is I don't subscribe to I don't subscribe to defining our hair type in a hierarchical sense, especially not a hierarchical sense, not a hierarchical chart that still has curly or coily or nappy, however you want to define hair, that type of hair at the bottom. And the scale she presented me with did that. So I explained to her how I felt about it, and offered her a different suggestion, which is what I'll offer here now. How I describe hair is really, is it healthy? Number one. Is it full? Does the person have bald spots or shedding? Is the hair adjectives like dry or dull, or those types of things, not A, B, C. The further you get away from this number one type, then the worse it is, or you should be striving to get toward this earlier number. I don't subscribe to that. So I would like to suggest for us, women of color, women with curly, kinky, coily, nappy, however you want to describe it, hair, to start describing our hair in ways that have no negative or hierarchical connotations. Does that make sense? Describe your hair as fluffy. Describe your hair as shiny. Describe your hair as dry, or describe your hair as, because you can and decide if you want to work on those things if you choose. When my hair is out and huge Angela Davis afro, I don't expect it to be super shiny, because that's just not the pattern, the way it grows. But if I wanted to show shine, I'll do it kind of like this, where the light can reflect off of what's going on. So it becomes just a different way of thinking about your hair and your hair type, because I think it can be a little dangerous once you start putting yourself into these categories and boxes, and especially hierarchical categories, that say, well, number one is best, and number one is this straight, and then everything after that is kind of just lower on the totem pole. So I don't know. That's my thought on it, and that's really how I answer that question with clients when they ask me to help them find their hair type. I simply say, your hair type is, your hair tends to be either dry or oily, or it tends to be have a lot of volume, and someone whose hair that might be coily may have less volume, or if your hair is coily, you have a lot of volume, where someone whose hair is straight has less volume. So it doesn't have my description doesn't have anything to do with numbers or letters that can be seen as less than another number or letter. So I hope I'm making sense. But thank you for listening. I'll be back again soon.